Hello and welcome to your Surgery Connect training on your T31 desk phone. In this training, we will go through logging in, using the handsets, and logging out. Logging in using the search function.
To log into the T31, click on the flashing red button next to the tab that says Log In. This will then give you a search facility where you can use the numeric keypad to enter the letters of your name. Click on Submit and that will search the list. You can then use the Select button under the screen or in the navigation keys in order to select the entry and log in to the phone.
Logging in using the user list.
To log into the T31, use the flashing red button next to the tab that says Log In. This will then give you a list of the users that can use this phone. You can use the navigation keys to scroll up and down through that list until you find your name and then either select on the screen or by using the button in the middle of the navigation keys.
Answering a call.
When a call comes through, it will show ringing on the screen and show you the number that's calling through. You then have answer or reject buttons at the bottom of the screen. If you're not using a headset and you press the answer key, that will put the call through speakerphone. If you want to answer the call using the handset, pick up the handset from the cradle. That will then answer the call and you'll hear a whisper telling you how that call came through to your extension.
Using a headset with your T31.
Use a headset with the T31. Make sure a headset is plugged in to the left-hand side of the phone, just above where the handset plugs in, and then select the headset button from the hard keys. This will change the icon at the top left-hand corner of the screen to a headset rather than a phone. If you want to use the handset on the phone, press the headset button again and the icon will swap back to a phone.
Going Do Not Disturb.
If you need to leave your desk to stop calls being presented when you're not there, you can use the Do Not Disturb function. This can be found on the soft keys at the bottom of the screen and will say Go DND. Pressing the DND button will change the status on the screen of the phone and mean that no calls can now come through to your extension number. When you're ready to receive calls again, use the same button, which is now marked Go Available, and that will put you back into available status.
How to pause recording.
Whilst on a call, to pause the recording, use the button at the bottom of the screen marked PREC. You'll then hear a voice telling you the recording has been paused.
Recording has been paused.
To resume the recording, use the same button again and the voice will tell you the recording has been resumed.
Recording has been resumed.
If you don't restart the recording by the end of the call, your next call will be recorded as part of the normal process, so it resets after each call for you.
How to hold and resume calls.
To put a call on hold whilst on a call, use the button marked Hold. Whilst they're on hold, the caller will be listening to music so they know they've not been disconnected, and you now have a new button marked as Resume. Use this button to go back into the call so that you're able to carry on your conversation.
Transferring a call.
To transfer a call, use the hard key for the transfer. That's the one that looks like a phone to phone. When you click on the transfer button, it will automatically put the call on hold whilst you then dial a second number. That number can either be internal or external. Once the person answers, you can explain why you're putting the patient through, and then when you're ready, press the transfer button again to complete the transfer.
Transfer retrieval.
When transferring a call, if you need to retrieve your original call, once you press transfer and dial the number, if nobody answers, you'll need to use the end call button to end the outbound part of the call. Your screen will then refresh and your original call is currently held, so you can now use the resume button to go back into the call.
Conference calling.
If you need to bring in a third person on this call, you can use the conference facility. That's shown by a soft key when you're actually on the call. Pressing the conference button will put the call on hold whilst you then dial the second number. Once that person's answered, you can explain why you need their help and then press the conference button again to connect all of the callers.
Logging out of your T31.
To log out of the T31, click on the button marked Log Out. That will be the one with the green light. That will then log you out of the handset and mean that no calls will come through to your extension number.
To recap on your T31 desk phone, today we looked at logging in, using your handset, and logging out.